Hey, what's going on, internet world, trading view peoples, all that? Hope y'all are having an awesome Friday. Happy end of the week to all y'all out there. It's time. This is No Noise. I am Z Rex. It's a little past 10 in the AM on the 1st of March. Already, quarter 3 is 2/3 of the way done in this leap year, aka Bitcoin halving years. I guess my friend sent me this meme. I didn't realize that Bitcoin halvings are on leap years. Pretty weird. All right. Satoshi wanted an extra day for pumponomics to happen, apparently. Anyway, again, hope y'all had a great day. Or a great week or prep for the weekend. Spring break's coming up too, so oh goodness, I was looking at some stuff to try to do with my kid, and I forgot. Like, oh my god, the beaches and all the travel places are just 5x what they usually are, and I was like, oh, and then all the people, I was like, maybe we're just gonna staycation it or something. Anyway, y'all don't care about that. Let's talk about some price action. We will also be doing the monthly charts today, so let's get into it. Daily pump, weekly pump, all pump. No, we pretty much are in all pump mode at this point. As long as we're above 56,000, there is no reason for bulls to get tired until that is broken again. And if that did break, I'd probably look for a pretty swift sell-off down to like 44 to 48, something like that. We are approaching the all-time, closing basis high, which on a weekly, which is right here at about 65.5. Looks like we barely missed it. 64,000 on the dot was the high off of this week. So about $1,500 short. We are about to close a weekly higher, though, than the first stab in April of 2021. That would actually be a pretty sexy close if we could do that. Now we are very close to it, barely $1,000 or so, and we've got a long time before the weekly closes. So, and this is on spot price. Maybe on futures we could get over that hump as that closes at the end of the day today. But this has still got 2.5 days or so left in it. Let's just jump onto futures real quick just to see if that's in the cards. No, it's not. Look at that. It's literally on the money from this candle right over here. Right on the money at about 62,000, which is about where we're at now, and about 64.5. So just a little bit shy of the spot all-time high, about $1,000 variance there. Nothing really that matters too much, especially when Bitcoin's up at 60, 50, 40 thousands and up. I mean, yeah, whatever. $1,000 ain't shite at this point. Is this getting too pumpy and too crazy? It sure does kind of feel that way to me, but it doesn't mean that it can't in dollars. And then after that, we have measured moves to 80K and 97,000. So we could probably just round that up to 100K. These are just based off some fibs and stuff. So, but whatever, about 69, 80, and then 100. And then after that is just moonshot time. And there are extensions that go way up to, we can just show you all those real quick, because why not? It's kind of long-term day. Let's get it in. For the halving anal, if we go over here, and we look at our targets, the 1618 target off of this is about 169,000. Yeah, that's right. And then, funny enough, the 4618 extension and a couple other ones from the last bear market literally do line up right around 420K. I mean, that is absolute insanity and hilarious and everything, like all at once. But whatever. Is that possible? I mean, anything's possible. I don't know if it's that probable, though. As we've gone through before and looked at each epoch of Bitcoin, where we've got 20,000% gain, and then we've got 8,000% gain, and then we've only got 2,000% gain, and it just keeps shrinking and shrinking as more people get involved in it, which is to be expected. And so I can't remember if I posted this on an ideas chart, but pretty much getting up anything past really even like 100K is kind of falling in line with the previous structure of Bitcoin. So anything over that is super gravy and also starts to get a little bit dangerous, if you will. So let's just look for shits and giggles real quick. Let's play future. Let's play the future. Man, look at this line I drew back here. Can y'all see that? Let's see. That bitch is almost on the money. Consolidation. Dude, I drew this all the way back here, mind y'all. In December of 2021, I drew this line. Kind of crazy. Not too bad, huh? Not too shabby. Creature of habit, Bitcoin is. Anyway, enough bragging here. I'm not bragging either, but that's just what the chart said. I'm a student of the price action. Yeah, listen to price. It makes your job way easier. Don't project because you or not any individual doesn't know more than the whole collective of people trading. Thousands, millions, billions of people, however many it is, whatever. Let's see here. Man, my mic is kind of hot. Hold on, let me adjust that a little bit. Got a little bit of a hot mic. All right. So what I really wanted to just show on this was 1618 extension. Almost every single time Bitcoin has hit that at least. So maybe we get that over the year, maybe Christmas time. This later this year would probably fall into its normal habits. And if we look at the end of this box and also we kind of extrapolate, hold on, we need to zoom out here. If we look at the Oh, I got so many markings on here. Give me one sec. It is I think it's the crap. It's the crap? No, it's not the crap. All right. I don't see it on here. I don't know what. I think I maybe accidentally erased it. I believe it's about 500 days. Yeah, it's about 500 days from the halving to the top. 546. Look at this. 546. And this one's a little shorter, I think. This is the shortest one. This one's about 400. And so if we do 4 to 500, let's just say, if we do that from here to here, we can extrapolate. And that's why I put the end of this box right there. I do draw stuff for a reason. Whether it's a box or anything, it does have meanings to it. And this is the very end of that range. And that's why I targeted kind of the shorter term to the longest term range. So by the fall of 2025, we should be done with the cycle. So maybe we can just sit back and hodl for a minute, which has actually been the case pretty much since the beginning of last year, really. The first quarter of last year has been in buy the effing dip mode and hodl. So, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of share some of those longer term ideas there with you. Now, let's go back over here, go back to full screen. So if those are kind of the levels, 69, 80, 100, over 100 pretty much is all the way up to like 169, 200K. And then my God, I don't even know about that. That'll be so crazy if next or by the end of this year, we're making videos and we're talking, oh, Bitcoin's got resistance at 150,000. Man, it'll be so wild. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, yeah, monthly. Let's see how the monthly closed. We can look at also total. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Beautiful candle on the monthly. Open and close above that mid 160 trillion area. That was a little bit of resistance, only for about a couple of months. Open and close above it. And we even closed above all this structure. The only one we didn't close above was that little blow-off bull trap to 69K. So this is actually pretty damn sexy. What about all shitcoins? Not so much. They need a little bit more love right at that $1 trillion area. So yeah, and you can tell that too by like looking at some of the shitcoin charts. Yes, some have ran insane percentages already, but a lot of the old school ones are kind of just lollygagging. All right, let's go to Mama Bear and look at its monthly. Wow. Holy crap, dude. 42 to 62 roughly. That is very, very wild. Wow, is that higher monthly close? Oh, just barely shy of it. Literally equal monthly close to the 69 stab that we had back in the fall of 21. That's pretty wild. Wow. Okay. Impressive. Very impressive. Let's see. The close is 61161. Okay. And this is 61359. So a couple $100 short. Close is close enough. We can call that a, some people, you could argue, maybe double top on a monthly. I mean, that's kind of, it's fairly valid, especially if we just stall out here. But overall, man, above 56,000 is BAF. It is BAF, man. Very, very bullish above that level and very strong monthly close. I mean, it's actually pretty impressive that it cut through all this major resistance area that we've been talking about for a long time between 44 and 56. I mean, it just sliced through that whole entire range this whole month. So pretty impressive by BT to the C. Very nice. Let's go back to the weekly here. Yeah, so above 56, man, it's party time. Party on, man. And also, oh, look at this. Look at this. This is also pretty crazy. I was looking at this last night. This is DMI pretty much for most of the important price action of Bitcoin because pre-2012, it, like whatever, no one even cared. It was mostly like Doge, like a joke kind of. And look at this trend line that's on here. And look, we're actually attempting to break it this week. This has never been broken since the inception of Bitcoin, and pretty damn interesting that it's actually getting above this level. Is this going to be mega pump 3000 mode for Bitcoin? It sure is building that narrative. There ain't no doubt about that. After this beautiful hammer candle, it's just been suck it bears for the last month and a half. Very nice. Let's go to Bitcoin futures. See if we got a higher high on those. Probably about the same. Yeah, even. So we've got nice confluence between spot and futures pricing on the monthly charts, just right even. Hopefully this doesn't turn into like a double top kind of situation. And I'm still going to kind of stick to that narrative that I talked about in the last video or two, that I would have much rather have Bitcoin go sideways through this range before it decided to break out. Again, Bitcoin does not give a shit what I want or what you want, but it would have been nice to build the chart and go sideways through here, through the halving, and then pump. This is getting a little bit euphoric to me. I mean, I'm seeing even in random chats that I'm in and YouTube videos that I watch that have nothing to do with crypto, people mentioning, buy crypto, buy Bitcoin, it's going to the moon. So the sentiment is most definitely uber bullish. And on that note, let's actually go look at the fear and greed index on Bitcoin. I haven't looked at it in a while. I'm curious. I'm pulling it up here on my other screen. It is at 80, so that is very damn high. If we go to the max, let's pull this over so I can see what the hell I'm looking at. Yeah, there you go. No, stupid ad. Yeah, if you go to the max chart, this goes back to 18. And you can pretty much see 80 is a threshold. We are not over 80 very often. Looks like June of 2019, just for a little blip of August 2020. And then kind of that last little hoorah before we kind of double topped. Then let's see, October. Interesting. Okay. Wonder if like plotting these on the Bitcoin chart have any significance of when we break over 80, because you can see being over 80 is very short lived. There's not any instance up here that is longer than 6 months over 80. So I might actually make that chart. I might actually make that chart because that might be something to look at and check out. What do we got? June 30th. Let's just check one out real quick and see what happens. June 30th. All right, let's go over here. I'm just curious. June 30th of what is that? 19. So just let's go back in time real quick and just check this out. June 30th of 20 in the 19. That's probably this little run up here, huh? Yes, it is. It's literally right here before it rolled over and sucked everybody in and dumped freaking 67%. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just put a little marker there for now. And then I'm going to kind of go Okay. What is that? Why is... No, I don't want it purple. I can't see it. What the heck? What the heck? I can't see that. Where is it? There it is. All right, we want to make this like bright pink. Nice and bright. That's not very nice and bright. What the hell? 20 in the 20s. Let's go look at that one. I'm just kind of curious of the price action from here. We're just going to do this live right here with little baby sell off 12%, but you can see it stayed above its 21, which is probably the most important indicator for Bitcoin weekly 21 EMA. Yeah, so you can see it did top for a second, but ended up starting that mega rally. So first time, nope. Second time, yup. And then the third time it went over that was November of 2020, mid-late November. So around here, when it kind of, look at where they're all at though. They're all right at kind of major resistance zones. So right here against all-time high. Right here at major resistance at 18K. Interesting, right? That one didn't even sell off. It just said suck it and kept going. And then that was where it was sustainable for the longest amount of time, above 80 between November and pretty much like March, April of 21, which y'all know is where we started pretty much rolling over, which is where is that? I mean, it was a little bit later than that, technically the fall, right? October. Yeah, November. But I mean, that was pretty much it. And even when that happened, let's see. It only flashed above if we... Ah, crap. What the hell? There it is. I clicked the wrong button. It only flashed above 80 just for a second. So 80 is definitely an important marker for the bitty bits fear and greed index. So you got here, here, here. Very interesting. And also right here. Look where we're at too, against major highs. Good resistance up here. So I don't know. For what it's worth, interesting to pay attention to that. It might be signaling, hey, we got some chilling to do, which would make sense given how aggressive this slope is. And as I said in other videos, much rather would have had this go sideways, but market didn't give a shit, wants to pump, and the halving is barely 40, 50 days away now, y'all. Crazy time. This just keeps pumping into the halving, even from here, and we hit all-time highs. Like the last videos discussed, man, I would expect a pretty large flash crash off of that. And if we kind of pull this up, let's assume it goes to, I don't know, 69. So that would mean that like 40, low 40s will be the mega support zone on the long macro structure. So, but pumponomics are in full swing as of now. So it's all good as long as we're above 56. GBDC kind of doing a little... Wait, that's not GBDC. GBDC did this little shooting star kind of gravestone doji right here, but we've got price action above it. We're not getting anywhere past the candle wick though. So this probably is the most concerning candle for me on this chart or on Bitcoin charts. So if GBDC can't get over like 5750 very soon, like by next week probably, maybe we are at a little temporary top here. But that'd be cool, so we can get some opportunity, right? Right? But yeah, interesting candle structure here. This is my least favorite thing about the Bitcoin run. And, you know, everyone's like, well, GBDC, who cares about that? Well, it hasn't been faked out that many times. Here, it didn't get faked out on the 69. And we've talked about this a bunch of times. It kind of is like almost a leader in price action. It didn't get faked off on any of the sell-off back here, which we talked about on the stream, that it never made a lower low, setting up Bitcoin for some nice upside action. Unicorn shirt, man, what are you doing? It is getting over 3,300. That looks good. It does have a little temporary resistance at that 35 level, which you can see yesterday and the day before, where the wicks are kind of right up to them. And even today, about $50 short. And it's just trying to build above 3,300, and that's pretty much all it needs to be doing to look kind of sexy. Really would like to see a weekly, though, get above that 35 hundo level, because this is getting a little vertical, man. This can't really get more straight up than this. So Hey, what's up, Casey? How you doing today? Let's see here. ETH futures are looking very sexy back above this trend line. They actually look better. No, not really. They about look the same. Sorry. Um, Almost up to here too at that 3,500 level. So actually, there's a lot of confluence between the two. I just keep building the chart over about low threes, and it's all good in the hood. Only would I be concerned if we kind of lost that 3,000 for sure. I'd be real concerned about the Bulls. It's so weird that you chat and stuff, and I get chats, but it always shows that no one is on the stream. I don't really understand that. It's been doing that the last month or so. It just always says zero. It says no views, nobody watching, but then there are people will be like typing stuff in the chat. I don't really understand that. Anyway, Litecoin Charlie, hello. He's actually joined the party. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go, Charlie. Very nice. We were looking for this one earlier in the week. Good to see get the follow through there. Let's go to the monthly actually on ETH before I forget. Oh, beautiful. Cut all this shit up. Very good above that 3K level. And super macro, you could actually sell off to about 27 and it wouldn't be that wild. That would actually just be like a liquidation type structure. Litecoin though, look at this, right to the 21. So it's kind of struggling while it does look really good on the weekly and on the daily, most notably getting above the 200 daily for the first time since August of 23. Well, actually, really, since back over here or over here, since the beginning of 2023. So that's nice to see Litecoin playing along with the boys. And as long as this is above about $75, looks very sexy. Obvious resistance at that 90-ish dollar level, and then a little over 100. So that one's been pretty good structure for a while. ETC pumping. I mean, I don't see how this doesn't get to $43 by the end of next week. That would be super surprised if that didn't happen, I should say. Very bullish above $25. Is one of the better looking charts. We've been mentioning that $25 level for a hot minute. Oh, XRP, Ripple Me Nips, dude. Garlic breads, a cooking, higher highs, looks good. It was starting to look kind of shitty, just going underneath this trend line, looking weak as F. And here we are, getting back above almost 58, just barely. I mean, not even a penny. But 58, man, y'all can see 58 is no joke. Look at this respect at the 58 level. All these bodies are there. All these wicks getting rejected. But I will say the Bulls are attempting to pump harder. As you can see, each one of these wicks is higher than the last, outside of today, of course. But higher highs, higher lows. Let's see if we can just kind of stay above at least 56-ish. But this is building up pretty good. And again, with Mama Bear up so high and above 60, I'm sorry, about 56,000. I don't see how some of these old school altcoins don't rally. But it would definitely surprise me, that's for sure. There's just lots of resistance here because once it clears comfortably about 60 cents, I mean, this thing could easily go to $1. So XLM. XLM is kind of a sleeper here. Potential buy on XLM with Bitcoin doing what it's doing. Because this could be a pretty good trade. I mean, risk to reward on this could be maybe about 10-ish%, and the tops to here is probably, yeah, I mean, you could do like 3 to 6 to 1 on this, depending on how you want to slice it. If we drop down to the daily, could even kind of tighten it up. Yeah, it's still about 10% off the daily. Magenta candle over here providing a little bit of resistance. That's to be expected. So maybe we can pump up to about 13 little day above 14.2, and then it immediately got rejected. So 14.2, man. Of course it's 420. What else would the resistance be? Very, very close. Would I buy up there on Tron? No, definitely not. Definitely not. I think there's better coins to expose yourself to than one that has already made the whole move. Like, why would you want to buy here? Like, we've been talking about it consolidating this whole time, and then like now you want to FOMO in, which is exactly what that would be. Until we get some confirmation above 14.2, then you could make that argument, but not quite yet. DOT looking okay, riding the trend line, ain't got no problems above about 780. And again, as long as Bitcoin is doing its thing. Most of these are going to also follow through with their thing. ADA, Charles Hoskinson is doing pretty good over here. Little resistance, another stab at the 200. Is this the time that it breaks it? Because if it is, if we pull some fib on this whole structure, we could easily be looking at $1.20 or so. And then the mega Uber stretch is like 170 to about 220. So yeah, big moves up in there, potential at least. Charles looking very good here. Let's go to the monthly on Charles. What's he doing? Nice monthly engulfed the potential rejection by the Bears, and then also above all the EMAs and structures. So pretty damn good looking chart there, especially above 62 cents. Linky Poo. The Link Marines, they're trying to do their thing. Big doji here. So this is setting in. Is this the next stupid range? So now we have that little micro range right here building up. Big macro range, false breakdown, perfect Wyckoff accumulation. Then again, kind of in the same vein, little like smaller version of it. And are we doing that again? Above $20, probably hits 24.20 pretty easy. That's the next major resistance. After that, it will be about mid 30s. Let's see here. EOS is looking actually pretty good. Look at Dan go. Dan's got major resistance at 90 cents, pretty much about 90 on the dot. Over 90 though, it's pretty much $1.20-ish after that. And let's go to the monthly real quick since it is long term. Yeah, nothing really off the monthly that looks anything sexy. Weekly is trying to get sexy, but it's still got 2.5 days left. So daily though looks very nice above about 80 cents. BCH, let's go. This chart has been looking so damn good. Higher highs, higher lows, buy dips, it pumps. This has been so textbook, man. As long as it was holding that 210, 220 area, we had no problems with it. And here we are on the second attempt, real attempt for the 200. This was the first one out of nowhere, that Uber mega pump last summer. It's kind of hard to believe that was all the way back then last summer. Nice consolidation, reaccumulation. It looks like this bitch wants to go to 400. It really does. The only thing that would make me not think that is if we start breaching about 280 and then have a few days below, like really has to be all the way back below 260. So let's see here. BSV, very nice chart on BSV. I think this one is getting ready to pump, man. Talk about low risk to rewards too. We've got about 10%. And it's an easy 2-to-1 just to the previous high. But if Bitcoin stays bid, I mean, this thing probably is going to run to the next horizontal, which is at about 140, just underneath all this structure cluster. XMR pumping. Let's go, XMR. How'd that monthly look? Oh, look at that monthly, guys. Look at that. Body came all the way back up into these ranges. That's actually pretty good. Now, it could have got a little bit higher, like a little wee bit, but close is close enough. Oh, let's go to weekly. No, nothing really on the weekly. Oh, man, beautiful. Beautiful follow through on this. This looks real good above 130 for dip buying with major resistance right now at 160, which has been that way for a hot minute. This has also been that same way below here, H pattern play out, but we're already at that measured move for 29. Really got to get above 29, preferably for like at least 3 open and close daily candles. Until we can do that, whatever. Let's look at the monthly chart. Ooh, I actually do like this monthly right here. This is sexy for high time frame chart analysis. This engulfing on a monthly. This ain't no daily 5-minute bullshit crack time frame candle. This is very important that on a monthly, we have engulfed that low, thus really putting a lot of weight on how important this H pattern was and how important low 20s are for mega support and continuation on Zcash. Just no one likes privacy coins right now for the most part. Nice vol flashes in this consolidation last week, getting the pumps, or a couple weeks ago, it looks like. A lot of resistance at about $35. Oh, look at this. Also, same candle types, candle structure type on the monthly. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. I like that a lot. Hold on, let's see what that level was. It's about 32. Okay. 32. About 32 on the daily. Oh, yeah. 30, 32, man. Looks very, very good. Doji Poo. Let's go, Doge. Oh, man. Where's the dancing Doge? Where is the dancing Doge? I don't see him. I do not see him. He should be popping up right now. What the hell? Beautiful candle. I mean, this bitch, Pump Mania, dude. Nice monthly. Took out all these previous months. I likes it a lot. Let's see. Looks very good above 10 cents as long as we're building above 10. Probably 10 to 14 is going to be the range. See how this weekly closes. If we can close above this 11, pretty much 12-cent level on the weekly, that would look super beast mode. Be very exciting, but man, really ultimately needs to get over 14 cents. Past that is upper 20s. STX, very beautiful. Looks very good above about 250. True, looks very good above about 5.7 pennies. Radix ain't doing shit. It's kind of being a bitch. The hell, Radix? Come on, get your shit together. Now, this is a very good place, though, for re-entry, in my opinion, because we're retesting all of this. Now, was this candle kind of shitty on Wednesday? Yeah, no doubt. It actually is. But we still are holding on that 4-2 level. As long as we're holding about 42 on any time frame, even like a 2-3 hour, it's okay. But a little surprised that XRD isn't doing anything. I guess no one really cares about it at this point. So VeChain, though, on the contrary, looks very nice above 4.5. Now, we do have this big doji ranging here, so this could be printing and giving us a clue that we're going to be in the 4.2 to like 5.2 range for a little while we digest this price action. So that's a little bit of a potential clue when you see a candle like that at the top of structure. But overall, looks good above 4.4. Atom, yeah, I mean, it looks fine above about 10.5. Same shit. Osmos, what the frick is Osmos doing? Like, what is this? Like, come on, man. Is this a buy? Man, I want to say that it is just because like the market, but dude, I am totally shocked that this has not moved at all. Easy risk management, you're real conservative, 3.5, not 10%. And either way, it's freaking 3 to 10 to 1 pretty much. So on a risk to reward basis, it's actually pretty damn sexy. Oh shit, Casey Lewis, you're freaking working me today, bro. We're gonna have to fly through those super fast because I gotta get into the shop here in a little bit. Let's see here. Tron, wow, looks great above 260. Love it. Love that. See if we can get this weekly to close above 265. And that would be a all-time weekly close. That would be actually super sexy. Matic just kind of floating around $1. The most odd one to me is Osmos on this chart. Oh, Matic, very beautiful. Higher highs, higher lows. Let's look at the monthly. Oh, beautiful monthly close too, taking out the bearish attempt of engulfing and also breaking out of the trend line right there. Very sexy time. I like this chart actually a lot, above about mid 80s. And we're going to the moon on everything apparently. I mean, this bitch is just wants to go up and up and up. 5250 is the next target on this, unless we lose like 5K. Maybe you could argue 50 potentially, but yeah, bumping, grinding up against this trend line. Is it getting a little frothy up here? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We do have slight bearish divergence on the RSI, but hey, structure trumps everything. So as long as we're above about 50-50, it's all good. NASDAQ pumping. It's almost at its 18,350 level. After that, the next target is 19.5, y'all. Are we going to see 20K Dow before the summer? I'm sorry, NASDAQ before the summer? Probably. It kind of seems that way. If you want Bitcoin to keep pumping, then yes, you do want to see that, because if Bitcoin or if tech crashes, I mean, Bitcoin is pretty much tech. So, oh man, look at this freaking chart. Just beautiful. Is there a little bit of loss of momentum? Yeah, there is for sure. And there's not really any great momentum either on DMI. So that's a little bit concerning, like we touched on earlier this week. But hey, until it actually breaks and does anything below like 38.6, who cares? And monthly, decent. Forgot to do the monthlies on these. Good, monthly, good, monthly, good. Monthly, nice on Russell, too. Engulfed the previous bearish attempt. This is the one we really need to start pumping to give us like full bull boner, girthy denominator base something. I don't know. I was trying to come up with something else that didn't really work that well. But anyway, this looks pretty damn good. We're getting over that 2060 area. Major resistance at that 2060. Now we're comfy-ish above it. 2100 and pretty much 2160 are the next spots. Above that, it's moonshot time. Trannies are real confused. They're just sitting here sideways. Nothing to really add on that. And look, DAX already hit its top, and look what it's doing today at its resistance. Whoa, it's like magic when I draw these lines on here. Whatever, I'm just reading the price. That's all I'm doing, man. Be a student of price action, my friends. And we're putting a little doji, actually a gravestone type topping doji here, but here's one right here that didn't even matter, got engulfed immediately. But now we are at a major resistance zone in the 17, 77, 77, all the sevens. So big stretch up there too from this month, 444. I mean, would I buy up here? Definitely not. I'd be looking for a retrace, probably to 17 flat. VIX. Oh no, VIX is barely holding on a Friday. How convenient that it's sitting right here. It's not going to really do much more because we're already like to lunchtime, or most likely. I mean, anything can happen, obviously, but interesting spot for this to stall. If this breaks down next week back below into the 12s, out of the teens, whoo, man. Get ready for Bulls to tell the Bears to suck their ball sack. Let's see. Anywhere else we're seeing? No, good. Oh, this is the biggest concern for me for Bulls is oil. I do not like that oil's breaking out. Fill your gas tanks up now because this is going to be reflected at the gas pump real quick. I've already been noticing that around here, even in this consolidation the last month. And I'm in Texas, so we're known to have cheaper gas than most people. And it's been swinging 20 to 30 cents like a week. I mean, it's going to $3 to 260 something to 3 again to it's kind of been moving really wild as this just goes sideways. And now we're breaking out, which is kind of what we expected to see as we had that kind of incremental, weird, like upward pointing pennant flag formation. And so we're getting above that. And let's go to the monthly, maybe if we can. Nothing too much on the monthly there. But this weekly could close super strong if it just stays up here. And you already know, man, 82. Dude, if we get over this, that's the thing about that's concerning me for Bitcoin and all the bulls everywhere, is that this is going to mess up inflation numbers a lot. So, yeah, you think shit's expensive now. Man, if oil goes above 82 and keeps running, whoo, ouch. Nat gas just chilling. Still putting in a base. Looks okay above 175. TNX. Uh-oh, TNX. Look at that. Retesting 420. As VIX is testing the bottom of that trend line. Very precarious spot here. Next week, man, could be a doozy. Man, we got to watch that. We start getting comfy below 420. We can start looking for mega rallies. And conversely, if it gets rejected here or the Bears get rejected here and we start rallying off of this, oh shit, other way around for equities. Let's go to gold. Gold's having a great day today. Very nice. There it is. There's that higher high we've been looking for. The gold gods have listened to our stream. They tuned in, I guess, the last week. Very nice. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. Hopefully some of y'all got in on there. I missed my order. I was working an SLV order yesterday, but it didn't get filled. Price started running away from me, and I didn't adjust it, so I didn't get any of that. But that's okay. Opportunity is infinite. Remember, your capital is finite. You don't have to worry about the next opportunity. It's always going to be there. Very beautiful chart, though. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly sucks. Bullshit monthly close. Weekly could be super sexy as long as we stay above about 2070. Very nice on gold. Also very nice on silver. That 2250 area, lovely. Platinum, what's it doing? Nothing. Maybe a buy here. I don't know. I just don't care about it below 950. Just like I don't care about this below 1,000. Same shit, different day. And whatever here. Don't care about any of that either. All right, let's go do some of these 18,000 tickers that Casey just threw in here. I'm just joking, bro. Oh, AMD. I don't know. I have seen so many people send me messages, friends, just random people about how they're buying AMD right now, and I just can't do it. Maybe on a retrace to like 180, but up here, man, at all-time highs, just under 200. I don't know, man. I can't pull that trigger. Let's go to the monthly. I mean, it looks great on the monthly, no doubt, but I would wait for a little bit of a retrace. But hey, man, to each his own. Stopped out on this. If I did buy right now, I'd definitely stop out at 180, and I'd probably be looking for maybe like 220-ish, something like that. 176, 224. Yep, like that one. Let's see here. Oh, God, Celsius Holdings. Hopefully you're already in it from this mega Uber pump. Let's see. Well, you kind of are in it, I guess, if you waited for 83, but you're already down some money on that one. Again, I don't know exactly how you pick your entry targets. I definitely wouldn't have waited to enter this at 83. I would have been comfortable entering down here as long as it held above 60. I mean, this is a big ass move. 14 bucks almost. Yowza! Lots of volume. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's too high for me. I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that with my ex's money. I would wait for a retest here, especially with this candle closing like that. If it does, we got 4 hours left. But if it closes up higher, like 84, 83 and a half and up, then maybe. But yeah, I don't like that one. I can't get behind that one. C and Q. Oh, I like this rounded top fake out. These are usually real strong. Above 67, that's pretty sexy. Weekly, also about 67, 68, so that's nice. Confluence. How about the monthly? 69. All right. So above about 68 bucks looks fine. I'd probably wait for a little retest. Maybe I could get a little retrace to buy in, but stop out at 68 or so. And then the target on this, we could pull fib on this structure. It's already at 1618. Next spot would be 80 on this guy. So you got 80. Psh, man, money. Pretty much said exactly what you typed there. Nice. I like that one. Elf. Beauty, this bitch I know you brought up a few times. I hope you're in the money good on this one. I feel like you should be. 11, it's pumping. Looks very good. Above about $200 flat. Is it a little bit frothy? Yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, this bitch is vertical. I would keep a real tight stop on this. Below 200, it could easily drop to 175. So, and what do you got on that one? Yeah, 205. Looking for, yep, perfect. I like that one. Easy management there. Speaking of nope. Now I was going to try to make a joke there. It didn't work. Just bailed on that. This one, MCore, looks okay. Pump Anomics in full swing, 270. Oh, man, this is too extended for me. It's hard for me to buy stuff that's 17% above the daily 21 and then almost 30% above the weekly 21. Yeah, definitely can't touch that with the X's money either. I'd probably wait for this gap to fill and then maybe I'd enter it around 270. But this is just real frothy. I mean, maybe 350 is in store, something like that. You're at 372. Yeah, that one and CELH are my least favorites so far. They're just a little bit too risky. I mean, look how vertical this is. I can't draw the line more straight up than that. So, Hub. Let's go to Hub. Hubba. Hubba Hubba. Hubba Hubble. Hubba Hubble looks real good above about 350. Damn, Loch Ness Monster. Let's go. Let's see. What do we got here? 350 on the weekly, 369 on the daily. Yeah, it looks okay. Kind of in the same vein though, man. This stuff is getting so frothy. It's hard for me to buy stuff that's already way up. Like for me, I would have been buying dips on this right above 340. So, if I were to trade it, 1618, we're almost there, depending how you draw this with bodies or not. You can say about 410 could be the target on this, and I'd have a hard stop on this at about 360 for that guy. You're moonshotting on that one. Stop loss at 325. I mean, I guess that's technically actually not that bad. You're just taking a little bit more risk than I would. There's a lot of support at 325, so that's not terrible. That's not terrible. A lot better than that other one. All right, Lennar, what do you got? Oh, beautiful chart above 155. I actually really like this one for the target of 170. Earnings are coming up in a couple weeks, but that does look very damn good. Oh, you got that up and to the right kind of flag thing above 150, 170. Love it. I love it. And you're 176. Perfect. That's probably my favorite one so far. I like this one too, above $58. Let's go to the weekly. Oof. Oh my goodness. Well, hold on. Let me renege that. Yeah, never mind. This one is maybe real short, high and tight stops, but this doesn't have major support until $42. Um, Intraday, you got about like $56. But hot damn, man. Yeah, and you've got some pretty serious divergence building up here. If DMI lost 26, I'd start to be real concerned about this one. But as it lies, it could probably look for about 69 because that's, always a meme target. And anything below 56, though, I'd be like, 66, 60. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you got that set up fairly decent right there for managing your risk. So, all right, I can get behind that one for Make My Trip. That's a stupid name. Make My Trip, bro. NVT. Let's see here. Pumponomics in play. Major support at low 60s. Intraday is also about 64.20, of course. Other than that, probably got a target of. Could probably pull this structure. Man, we're already at the 618 at 69. Man, the next one's at like 80 something, the 80 handle. Yeah, it's okay. I would stop out on this at 63 and look for maybe about 80. Yeah, hey, right there. You're pretty much right in line. The great minds think alike, don't they, Casey? Haha, haha. Winky face. Anyway, $40. Yeah, too high for me. I can't buy after 25% pump. No way. No way, Jose. Entry at 52. You're already in the money, so that's cool. Big gap right here, though. Yeah, I would have to wait on this one. I like some of the other ones you've posted before this. 42 is real good support, but man, after that mega gap, I mean, maybe $60, $65 is like a target. Yeah, you're looking for 64. Okay. But 42 is or 46. Yeah, I mean, that's not terrible. At least you're kind of stopping out right here at the bottom of this gap, or the top of the gap, excuse me, at the top of the gap. So it's okay, but I wouldn't do that trade if it was my money. Socks, the good old semis, up and to the right. Lots of support at 570. Real not. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, there's a split. Oh yeah, don't touch this, man. Wait till the split. I'm not even gonna do any anal on that. You do not want to hold through splits and all that kind of shit. Lots of fuckery happens on that, and that is literally next Thursday, so less than a week away. Yeah, don't play that game, man. You get caught and your pants down. So nope, we're skipping that one because of the split. Like to let that get out of its way and then get in there, because then you have weird shares and they label them, or if you have options, it's a headache, man. Just wait till the next day. There's plenty of other shit going on. Toll Brothers, great above 105. Beautiful. 105 weekly, 105 daily, 105 monthly. No, monthly is all the way down at 80. Okay, well, that's fair. So major support at 80. 100, 105 is decent. So this one's actually okay. Let's go to Fibbies. 120 handle is probably a target on that. What you got? Looking for one. Okay, just shy of 120. Stop out at 112. Oh, you're actually really tight on that one, man. Sometimes I'm confused by how you plot your stop losses and your targets, because sometimes you're uber tight and sometimes you got like 30% ranges for your stop and your targets. So maybe you can enlighten your me on some of that logic behind that. That's the one thing. I mean, I've done a lot of analysis for some of the coins that you've presented, or some of the stocks, because you actually don't put in cryptos in there. But yeah, why sometimes it's 30 and sometimes it's 3. Let's see. That's Toll. And let's go to WAB. That's a funny name. Westinghouse Air Brake Technology Corporation. That's a mouthful. That's what they sat in the boardroom and thought of. What are we going to call our company? The Westinghouse Air Brake Technologies Corporation Incorporated. It's perfect. Big company, makes money. What do they do? Rail industry, freight. Okay, train shit. All right. So Warren Buffett probably owns a bunch of this. 120 is major support. We're going to have to ratchet down to the daily, though. Man, on this, the way it's been respecting the 21 EMA, I'd actually use that as long as this is climbing the 21 EMA or horizontally at about 136. It looks fine. Is it a little bit frothy? Yeah, you are getting bearish divergence between DMI and RSI together from November to now. So, yeah, a little bit, but it'd really have to breach that low mid 130s area. Stop loss is based off price target. Interesting. Okay. So you look for a price target off fibs, extensions, and other things, and then you kind of just reverse engineer it to like 2 to 1 is usually what you do, right? Yeah, I almost always see you do 2 to 1. Okay, well that makes sense. Sweet, Casey. Hey, yeah, you're very welcome, man. I hope you have an awesome weekend, brother. Westinghouse, though, to finish that one up, one mid 130s has got good support, and we can use this little baby cluster, little wee baby cluster for some fib extensions. About 150 could be the target on that. See, and you're up at 200. Man, 200. What fib extension is that? It's not even on this intermediate, so you're just going round numbers. See, that's a big ass number. Looking for 200 and stop. Hey, there exactly what I was just saying. There's one good example that you're taking this bitch all the way down to 109. Yeah, see, I would not do that because once it breaches like mid 130s, it's almost guaranteed to go at least to 125. But hey, to each his own, man. It's all good. Again, thank you, man. Appreciate it. And let's wrap this biatch up. Oh yeah, it's already been an hour. Oh, we got to look at one thing real quick. We got to go over here to blockchain. We got to go over here to this. Stalling a little bit. Let's go look at the monthly. Beast mode monthly close, though, on our index, our minor index for crypto. Sexy close. This is uber bullish above 950. So that's nice to see as kind of a leading type indicator. Weekly, still got to get a little bit of work done. But man, beautiful candle close on the monthly. Awesome. Nice job, Bulls. Minor Bulls, super sexy time. Nothing else really going on in there. All right, Mama Bear, just stay above 56 and altcoins will pump. They will pumpeth. Give your energy to the altcoin market. Yay, Bitcoiner. I don't know what the hell I was trying to do. Some kind of joke there. It didn't work. I'm 0 for 5 today or something. Anyway, beautiful. Above 56. Is it getting a little frothy and exciting and everyone's kind of talking about it? Yeah, definitely. I'm waiting for someone like Bill Maher to talk about it. And I'm not political. I don't give a shit about any of that. But I do find him to be a pretty good barometer and feeler gauge for the average normie. Usually when he starts pumping or talking total shit about Bitcoin or whatever, it's usually at a major pivot point. It's kind of really weird, but as I said, it's just like a normie type barometer is kind of how I use him for that. So outside of that, stay above 56K. Who cares about Bill and all this other shit? Price will tell us and guide us. And so we're pumping real hard into here. So now all we have to do is prepare for a fairly large sell-off, like a sell the news type event into the halving. And I do think that is highly probable at this point, given the price action that we've had. So I've already trimmed a little bit of my exposure here, and I think the rest of it, I'm probably just going to hedge out with some futures and maybe sell some calls and stuff against some positions. I'm waiting. I'm real patient because Bitcoin, it runs and runs and runs. I'm just pretty much making my decisions off of a weekly basis at this point. Don't need to be looking at intraday crack time frames. Maybe if I'm trying to get like a low time frame entry, but at this point I'm already like committed for the most part. So Don't really need anything else in that vein. Anyway, all right. Much love, guys. I will catch y'all on Monday morning. I hope you'll have an awesome, amazing weekend. Thanks for hanging out. This is No Noise. I am Z-Rex. Peace.